love it, the underdogs on top. And I'm gon' shine, homie, until my heart stop. Go ahead, envy me. I'm Raps MVP, and I ain't going nowhere, so you can the underdogs on top. The underdogs on top. Go ahead, envy me. The underdogs on top. And I ain't going nowhere, so you can get to know me.
Rockin' like the
Rockin' like the six on top. Whole club rockin' like the six.
rockin' like the
Rockin' like the six on top. Whole club rockin' like the six. Rockin' like the six on top. The underdogs on top.
rockin' like the
Rockin' like the six on top. This nigga did it again. Let me put you on the game.
Hello, pretzels, and welcome back to the tripod. How's it going, Sheriff? Well, it's been a minute since we saw you last, but we have returned. We got a whole lot to catch up on, starting with a PLE that NXT put on for us. That's right, Vengeance Day took place a couple weeks ago. And I'll start from what I remember. I didn't take any notes. It was nice. I got to watch it and just enjoy myself. And two things stuck out. Well, three things. First, I'll say that this pay-per-view let me down. It was not great. Kind of like the beginning of last year. I forget which one it was, New Year's Eve or Vengeance Day, to let us down. And we were kind of like, wow, that was a waste of time. This one wasn't necessarily a waste of time, but it didn't knock my socks off. But there were two standouts to me. And Dijak is always going to be the standout. Him versus Gacy in that whatever it was called match, hardcore match. When Gacy launched Dijak off the ropes and he barely connected with the table, like his elbow hit it. Like I wish they would have the table a little bit closer because they had all those toy trucks and all the toy shit on it. If they would have just had it maybe just about 6-7 inches closer to the ring, it probably would have looked better. But Dijak catching his elbow on it, at least he hit it and he broke it, so it did connect. It was a decent visual, but yeah. And then the main event. The main event was fucking spectacular. Trick and Dragunov, to where we finally get the payoff of Melo turning on Trick. We've seen it coming for a long time. And yeah, Vengeance Day, there was no matches of the year for me. I don't think so. And as far as beer cheese goes, of course, the last match would get the beer cheese, because that was a great match. It was a great match, not match of the year, but it was a great match with, of course, story progression, post-match. Those are my thoughts on Vengeance Day from what I can recall. Sticks, any Vengeance Day notes you can remember?
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, it wasn't a horrible PLE. I mean, it is one that you can just watch once and then you can be like, okay, I'm good with it. Braun Breaker still continues to, I think, ascend him. I mean, I don't know if it's just being paired of Corbin, but like this last month and a half, Braun has actually gotten really good in the ring, and he's starting to pick it up on the mic too. So that's nice to see with him probably going to the main roster sometime here in the next month or so. Like you said, the best match was the last one. I'm really looking forward to, and I know we're going to talk more about it on from Tuesday night. I'm looking forward to Trick and Mello. Like him taking the spear in the tag team match kind of made you, I mean, if you didn't, I guess it kind of made you think a little bit, but after you saw it, it was like, okay. But I think Trick and Mello, man, this is going to be how if they ride it for a month or if they can somehow get it to stand and deliver. I mean, if they can get it to stand and deliver, I think those boys will put on a spectacular match. I think Trick is, if he's not there, he's on the precipice of being there, being like a main event guy. Like and Melo's going to be the guy that's going to be the final test on if he's ready, and if they can finally like put Melo, take him to the main roster, and Trick and be the guy that take the baton and go and be a future NXT champion. But outside that, I mean, it was an high pay PLE. I mean, it wasn't like you said, it wasn't anything that was going to blow your shoes off. I mean, it wasn't great. I didn't think it was horrible, but I mean, I was middle of the road. I thought it was better than what anything AEW would put on that you had to pay 40, $50 for. But it was average.
Yes, Caesar. Any thoughts on Vengeance Day?
I mean, yeah, I had a good time with the tag match and the main event. Um, yeah, about it. No, the ultimate shit wasn't great. Like the middle wasn't great, but I think the bookends were the best part of the show. Hey, the Joe Gacy match. Joe's. I don't know what Joe's on right now. Um, Joe Gacy match. It was all right, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't even think they know what to do with Joe Gacy. And it kind
Can I ask you guys something? What do you think they see with Lyra? Like they're having her continue being women's champion. As I just don't get. There's nothing there that makes me see or feel like she should have continued being a champion,
the,
especially the women's champion.
the only thing I can think of is the cross-eyed kid might have seen some potential there and desperate for new stars. So he's like kind of he's giving her swings and she's missing. She got a good match with Becky. She's had a couple good matches, but not all of them are great. She can't cut a promo to save her life. Even her backstage vignettes are really bad. I don't know. They just they're desperate for new women, I guess, because Tiffany's left now, and I don't know. Hopefully,
it's
turns heel and grows a personality. We'll see.
It's definitely that. But I mean, he knows who's getting called up. He knows who's leaving. I mean, Elektra Lopez left. Let's be honest, Roxanne's got to leave. But I mean, she just got there, so that'd probably be like the quickest call up in history. Tiffany Stratton's gone. Like who else you gonna give the title to? Like honestly, be honest, who else you gonna give the title to?
Well, you could have did Blair a while back here, or I mean, you could somehow.
All right, yeah, I'll give you that. But that was probably too new, so they wanted to see if she could. Like you said, that was what after the Becky match, which was a good match, so she earned herself some credibility. But moving forward, it's looking like all right, yeah, she's not developing quite probably as fast as they thought she would. But besides Blair, because I'll give you Blair. Blair's definitely complete. But we don't know if Blair's going to get called up. They know Blair can wrestle. They know Blair's been a champ. She was on champ on NXT UK for like the longest time. So if anything, Blair can get called up after Mania. You know, she could just be there to finish out feuds. To just have another top heel who they know can go at any moment. Anybody who they want to build as a face.
It's weird. It's weird that they brought up this fresh crop of women before Stand and Deliver. You think it would be something like after, like, okay, we're starting a new season. Let's bring in all this new fresh meat. Let's get rid of all the old ladies. They got rid of everyone first and brought in the new crop of ladies, resting everything on Lyra's shoulders. Maybe they'll give Roxy the title back. Maybe this is like a trial run for Lyra.
Well, I think you have to get rid of the old people, then bring in the new people, because you want to put the new people on TV. But if the old people are still there, obviously have to use them, right? Like it would just make
I'm saying before Stand and Deliver, which is their kind of like their WrestleMania end of the season, like the season finale. Like, why would they do that before? They're getting rid of the veterans, the star power they needed for Stand and Deliver, bring in a fresh crop of nobodies nobody knows about, right when we're gonna get to a WrestleMania PLE for NXT. It's like, okay, we have zero star power now. We're trying to put on a women's WrestleMania caliber match for NXT, but we have a bunch of nobodies with Lyra as the head of the nobodies. They're gonna have to prove themselves very quickly in order to get us interested in the Stand and Deliver women's title situation, because the men's is fine. We got Trick, we got Mello, we got Dragunov. That is secure. It's fine. they're even like they have Melo on SmackDown already. It's like
Mhm.
God, they're keeping him in NXT TV before Stand and Deliver. So after Stand and Deliver, then he can go. But it's just a little confusing how they would get
Yeah.
rid of all
Well,
their.
I think they're trying to build probably some 20 woman over the top bullshit battle royal for Mania. And
Yeah.
let's be honest, they're always going to care about main roster more than they care about NXT. And instead of calling them up year after year to fill that spot, if they put these ladies on the show so that the main roster people can get to know them, obviously hiring back Naomi, you know, I mean, let's be honest, it's kind of stale for the women. They put them all in tag teams, and that's why they took the tag team titles away from NXT and put them on Raw. They want them to try to build them up there, so they're putting everybody in a tag team. So there are no single superstars really. So I guess they feel like it's easier to probably build some of these chicks up. Like Tiffany's been getting some great matches on SmackDown, has she not?
Yeah. Well,
So
we'll get more into the women's
yeah,
situation as we talk about the A show. That's right, it's NXT. This past week, we kicked things off with Byron Saxton joining Vic
trash.
on commentary and leaves him hanging on a handshake. The disrespect. Mello to the ring, sits in chair in the middle of the ring as USA goes on a censor fest because they say "fuck you, Mello" over and over and over, to the point where they had to actually come out and tell the crowd, "We can't air any of this because you guys keep saying fuck." That's why later on in the show they switched it to "screw you, Mello." A little peek behind the curtain I saw. But yeah, Mello, first attempt, going out there in a chair, boot out of the building. That's what you want with Mello. He's heel. To be continued. Wolf Dogs celebrate with their trophy in front of commentators' table. The crowd cheers. Baron pokes fun at Braun for the top rope snapping on his face. They call out the family, but Axiom and Frazier come out for their match. Cue the February men. The Hard R's to take them on. Braun and Baron join commentary. These four men flying around, one up in each other. Malik, the freak. Malik, the freak. Braun and Baron putting themselves over the whole time, but they ain't lying. I can't help but think, though, could Braun and Baron take out the tag team of Samoa Joe and Finn Balor? Were they the first Dusty Cup winners? Caesar 316 from both teams. Banger opener, gotta be NXTV. Golden Ratio gets the win for Axiom and Frazier. The Wolf Dogs attack. The family walkout. I guess the title match will happen next week. Caesar, we got a couple things. We got Mello sitting in the ring getting booed, and then we had the tag team match. What'd you think?
I'm sorry, Truth was on TV, so I wasn't paying attention.
Sticks. So what you think? Mello?
No, I'm back. I heard your crack ass.
All right, hurry up.
I mean, Truth was on TV. Shit, that's must see TV.
Live.
You damn right. You
laugh,
damn right. You got the
love.
shirt. Yeah, you know, Tripod. We love ourselves some truth. We love ourselves some alcohol. We love ourselves some truth.
What's
damn
up?
Right. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, Molo got his bitch ass in the ring. Here's what I'm talking about. Here's what I'm talking about. It's all about. See. Hold on. I got to turn it back. Y'all know Massive Michael's cooking. Okay. Because we all seen it. Ella was out there, murdered out, naked out. She's been wearing all black for Black History Month because it's a damn funeral. It's a great funeral. A great funeral for that fucking bullshit barber shop. Ain't no more cut his, nigga. Ain't no more cut his. Fuck him. All right, fuck him and tricking that bullshit ass barbershop. Ain't no more hot tubbing with hoes. Ain't no more barbershop. Ain't no more hitting the streets. Hell no. All that bullshit is over with. More baby oil for the hard R's, which we'll talk about next. You damn right. Yeah, Mello had the Shawn Michaels shit on. No shirt. Yes. You know, got your chest all baby oiled up. Of course, Shawn Michaels had chili meat. Because, you know, he half wolf. And then, yeah, black pants, black boots. Turned on that dirty nigga. He should have super kicked him through cutways. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. You imagine he's like, Trick.
That'd be
man.
awesome. That'd be awesome.
He's like, Trick, damn it. You know, imagine he would have turned on him Sunday. Imagine he turned on, he'd have tried to pick him up raises his hand, people calling him, you know what I'm saying, clapping, and then they go to cut with you, cut the cut with. Cut the cut with that Filipino or Mexican barber who ain't got nobody in his goddamn chair in there, you know, bunch of real niggas up in there. Not no snow bunnies like you had last time. And he super kicks his ass through the cut with window to end the nigga. Look, trauma. My phone's open, man. DM's open. I can write this shit. You did it. I'm just following the plan. Following the plan, baby. Come on. You already wrote the script. I'm just saying. I can follow through. Trips, give me a call. Damn, that shit would have been good. But we got it Sunday. Yeah. Everybody saying, fuck you, Mello. Ooh, he had the chomper heat. Boy, nigga, yeah. Crackers ain't been this mad since Tommaso turned on Johnny. What he turned on Johnny for? That damn championship. See? That same shit. Not that fruity shit. That was 2.0. No, nigga. See, this is the real. That was nigga championship. He thought that shit in the soul. He wanted that black and gold. You know what I'm saying? He turned on that nigga for that chip, just like Melo did. Yeah, you only had the North American Championship for 2 days. And lost it. Should went back and try to fight for that shit again. Fight that big nigga. You know, you can whoop his trick ass. You beating Braun. We all know Braun 11 months out of the year would put a whooping on that big nigga. You know, big nigga got big nigga powers now because Black Hitter. But still, I digress. Yeah, I don't understand why this was a two-parter. Just let Melo rant for 20 minutes. That's what the people want. That's what I want. That's what I want. You gonna be out there talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Sitting in the chair. If you beat the nigga with a chair, you gonna sit in that same damn black ass chair. This is pure niggerdom. This is pure. That's a nigga right there. That wasn't no black man talking in the ring on grease up. That was nigga. See, Chris Rock done told y'all there's a difference between black folk and nigga. That. All he needed was some grape Kool-Aid and a bucket of Popeyes half eaten out there talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking that shit like, oh, y'all drink ain't shit. Take a little sip, a real loud sip like this, like. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He'd have did that shit. He'd have been in the running for nigga of the year. It'd have been nigga Tormello would have had the first spot in the nigga of the year category. He did some shit like that, girl. Damn, that was good shit. Oh yeah, we had tag team matches. We had a Cracker, a British Spick, and two niggas fighting in the ring. You damn right. Our boys the hard on. And then you can't even have a nigga announcer because it's Coach. Boy, Coach is whiter than cocaine. Okay, he whiter than white rice on a plate in the middle of a snowstorm. Okay, Coach up out of here. I don't want to see no black people at that desk unless they is black wrestlers or Booker T. That's it. Black wrestlers and Booker T. You get Coach's bitch ass in the back. Okay, fuck that. Fire this nigga. Get Mackenzie Mitchell back. Okay, so I'm gonna call Kenzie. Get Coach back. Coach been in WWE 20 years. Get his bitch ass up out of here. Get that nigga retirement, a gold Rolex. Get him the fuck up out of here. Ain't got time for this. It's not the Black Hitter one I want. Okay, get him the fuck out of here. Fire his ass in February. Anyway, like Sangria said, this match cooked. Good God, this match cooked. Hard R's was doing all they could. You got a Flippy Dippy for them other crackers hitting it, doing work, doing dirt. Damn right. This was Sticks 316. This was Ceizars 316. This was Sangria 316. It's hot damn, this was a good ass match. That's Sangria 316 for you bitch ass niggas who don't know. I put it in his book. I'm co-writing his book because
he's my ghostwriter.
Yeah, he's too busy uploading videos and doing other shit with his hands. So I got free time to do it with the book. Okay. Anyway, this match cool. What that nigga hit like a brain, them niggas hit a brain buster super kick at one point. Nathan Frazier had old boy up like this. Action came over, slapped that leg, hit him with that super kick, dunked him on his goddamn head. Jesus Christ, these boys was out here trying to hurt each other, it felt like. It was hitting all kinds of moves off the top, flippy dippy, flying over the ropes. This one match was damn near better than the middle part of that damn PLE. If we're being real, this match cooked beyond compare. I was very entertained by this having to open the match. And then yet, the Wolf Dog. They was out there doing the cracker shit they do. And then they ended up whooping the winner's ass. And then the family came out there trying to fight some ass. Yeah, put all 4 of these assholes, 40 teams in the ring. Let them whoop each other's ass. I would be thoroughly entertained. Pretty sure these two gentlemen too. But yeah, that shit.
Yeah, Axiom, Frazier, and the Hard R's were wrestling like the rent was due, man. They were putting on the show. It was great. And it's
I
funny
think the rent was past due. Rent might have been past due. Them boys put on a show.
it's funny that you mentioned Champa Heat, Caesar, because when I was watching this, I was like, is Shawn Michaels actually recreating Gargano Champa, but the black version?
Hey, Black Hittering Month.
This is the beginning of it.
Yeah, Black Hittering Month. He got to do. He goes.
We're gonna experience Champa Gargano 2.0 all over again if he does it right.
Hey, it's just nigga that he's like, look, let's flip this coin over. Let's just get a little.
That sticks. We got the Mello sitting in the middle of the ring, getting all the heat, and then we had a very incredible tag team match to kick off the night. What were your thoughts, sir?
Mello coming out in the ring, he had the crowd eating out of the palm of his hand. I mean, to do the you came out there and you soaked in it. And then right when you thought he was going to go ahead and start explaining, nah, y'all don't deserve it. That was great. Like Cesar said, there's Ciampa Heat. I don't remember if it was Mello himself who put the picture of him, and then it showed a picture of Eddie Guerrero doing the same thing, sitting in a ring in a steel chair side by side. I thought that was great. This is gonna be awesome. I mean, I think Mello as a heel is gonna be one of the things that we find out that we need. Like he was kind of heel.
He started as a heel. That's when they were great.
Well, he started when he started. He won the breakout, and then he was kind of that one guy. But then when him and Trick came together, yeah. But I think this is going to be like there was like when him and Trick first got. I think this is going to be like solar eclipsing. I think this is going to be great stuff. Like this is going to be at worst as good as Ciampa. Like this could be better than what Ciampa Gargano did. It's because I think both guys. I think Trick can play a really good face, and Mello's just he's gonna bathe in being a heel, and I'm here for it. I think it's gonna be great TV. Like I said, if they can run it to stand deliver, it's gonna be a great stand deliver. Like if we get an unsanctioned match or whatever we get, I mean, I think it's gonna be great. And
you got two niggas. If it's nigga on nigga and it's stand to deliver, it's gotta be a street fight. Where they fight with black as it is. It's gonna be black parking lot, street fight. They're gonna slam each other on cars. It's gonna be beautiful. Somebody might get shot.
If we don't get that like city square that Dream and Cole had, and if they don't end up at Cut Wiz, if that match does not end at Cut Wiz, then I'm telling you, they are missing out on a golden opportunity. They gotta do that.
Yeah, they gotta like cut away somehow. Like they fight or they get chased out to the parking lot. They drive away. Let's settle this where it all started. They fight at Cut Wiz at the end or on the street. Yeah, and they end up in Cut Wiz. Somebody gets pinned in Cut Wiz, thrown out the window and gets pinned. Oh, that shit was cool. And then you burn it down like Randy Orton.
But in the tag team match, yeah. I mean, I think the three of us, we all knew as soon as we found out about this, we knew it was going to cook. Like Caesar said, we got February's tag team of the year, tag team of the month, and we got two boys that we know that as singles can cook, but as a tag team, they are cooking great. You put them all together, you have the Wolf Dogs on commentary. This was great. I mean, like Caesar said, the brainbuster super kick combo. Whoo! Chef's kiss on that. And having the Wolf Dogs attack the winners afterwards, that was so great. I mean, when you think that, the fans are cheering them, you're like, oh, okay, they're going kind of going like a little bit on the face side. No, we're gonna attack the winners and still have that heelish edge to us. So I thought it was great. I thought it was two great opening segments for NXT and the tag team match to open, just like what they always do. They cook right at the beginning. and they keep you indulged. So I couldn't complain. It was awesome.
Great way to kick off NXT this week. And then we had Dragunov out to the ring, talks about Trick and Mello, calls out Mello. Dijak comes out instead. Someone in the crowd is shouting for a while. It was bizarre. They boo Dijak. Mello going to die chants. Shut up T-bar chants. Brawl ensues after Dijak straight punches him right in the fucking face. That was brutal. I've seen that replayed multiple times. That dude did not hold back. Yeah, there was a pull apart. Thea and JC celebrate the sold out calendar. Thea wants to watch Riley's match. JC says, play hard to get. White Collie and Mr. Stone with his kids.
Yeah, we know you skipped it.
Lexis King versus Riley Osborne. Duke and Andre with calendars escort Riley to the ring. Chase, you. Byron quoting White Snake. Okay. Somebody get Booker. Wade ordered a pallet of Chase U calendars. Riley looking for Thea in crowd was his downfall. Lexus wins. Vic says you mess with the king and you get the crown. Somewhere Jimmy the King is calling his lawyer. Sticks. Dragunov gets punched right in the face by Dijak, and then Lexus versus Riley.
Yeah, the Dijak and Dragunov didn't hold back like that. I mean, there's probably only a handful of people that you can legit just cold cock right in the face and they'll just shake it off or just shrug it off. Dragunov's one of them. I mean, this guy, he probably eats uppercuts. He eats like Cesaro's, Claudio's uppercuts for breakfast and just was like, yeah, please, sir, may I have another? Is what he probably says. This is great. I mean, if we're gonna set up to get this, I mean, we've seen the what was it, the Hardcore Justice match that they had here last year. That was great. So I mean, if we're gonna set up to get this,
that was my match of the year, by the way.
It was great. I mean, if we're gonna get it again, and for the NXT Championship, like if we get Dijak in an NXT Championship match, I mean, the guy already does enough as it is for helping put over wrestlers in matches and non-title matches. You know, in a championship match, especially with a man that's gonna take the punishment and just the sheer just no, like not even hold back on stuff. You get a dance partner like that and Dragunov with him. I mean, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And then Lexis King and Riley Osborne, two guys that they're showcasing more on TV. Is an all right match. I mean, I like it's to further the storylines of like Riley being not Riley, but Lexus being a creepy guy and just kind of slithering around backstage. And Riley looking around for Thea and kind of being a little disappointed and getting pinned and losing while also having Dookie and Andre out there kind of trying to peddle calendars and then looking disappointed themselves when Riley loses. I mean, it was a decent match, but it was more one of those matches that helps progress multiple storylines. So it's all right, and I wasn't mad at it.
Ceizar, we had Dragunov getting cold cocked right in the schnoz, and then we had Lexus versus Riley.
Yeah. So Dragunov coming there to celebrate a win. You know, hard fought victory against the fastest up and coming rise and nigga that they got in NXT during Black History Month. We had extra powers on Sunday. Couldn't tap into them. They had extra power. Then old Justice finally got his fresh off his first PLE win, and after beating down some Indians, a couple of weeks prior, he's on a roll. He beating down Indians, doing what he wants during Black History Month. Just coming out black and white. Being a co-op. Racist. I like it. Good shit, pal. Keep going. He slaps old Dragunov trying to be upstart champion, man. He trying to get his Cody Rhodes on. He got his nice ass suit in the ring. He ain't dressed to fight. No man in a 3-piece suit just want to start hitting people in the face. You know what I mean? got dignity. He's got class. He's a gentleman. Dijak coming there in that sweaty Matrix leather jacket, dragging his tall ass to the ring, just punch that cracker right in the face. I was like, good God. White people is violent. But, you know, it's Dragunov. He crazy white man. He take that shit. Yeah, like Stick said, he take that shit and say, you hit like a bitch. Like my son hit me harder than that, cracker. So, you know, he got to start wilding out. You know, he got his adrenaline, his blood pumping. And as you know, white people shit, they got to fight, you know. But it's a wrestling show. What they going to do? I ain't mad at it. He got to talk his talk. Now he got to fight. They got to fight. Then, yeah, up next, got old Lexus King. Still running. Best entrance in the game right now. That goddamn sliding chair is fucking gold. Best entrance in the game. You know, he still got to work on his, I don't know. You know, no, not his character. Sorry, I keep saying this. Yeah, his character is great. He's a sleazy guy. He's just here to, he says he's number one. He's the best that there is and whatnot. And then what do? They got him fighting with their newer talent, the guy who they see some little potential in. He made his way into the finals of the breakout tournament against old big thick nigga. And then he ain't super nigga yet. He ain't super nigga. Y'all know there's only one super nigga. The super nigga on each show. Bobby Lashley's still there, so Bobby Lashley is the current super nigga. You have to fight that nigga for super nigga rights. That match can only happen during February. And since they ain't gonna meet up this year, he's got to wait till next year to have a fight for super nigga rights. Them's the rules. I don't write them. I just enforce them. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to tell y'all those are the rules that the nigga coalition came up with. Okay. So, what was that? Big nigga, yeah, big nigga. You know, he did good against big nigga. And then, so now he's fighting Lexus King. Both of them, you know, we all know everybody in AEW, unless you are a main star, is like at least 4 years behind anybody brought up in the PC and WWE in talent of wrestling. Now, I know Lexus might be a little bit ahead of that curve because, you know, he is a Nepo baby. You know, his daddy used to do his thug thizzle, and maybe he taught him a few things. And then so they are going to have these rookies kind of like, you know, fighting each other. Wasn't a bad match. If I say to myself, I think the guys put on a very, it wasn't like it was, I gotta get on TikTok for this. I'm not watching this shit. It wasn't trash. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like super good. I'm gonna write home about. No, it was a good match between those two guys where I think their skills are at. I can say that. That was a good match between those guys. Yeah, you know, JC, I don't know what JC did. Let Thea be Thea, man. People don't like it when you fake. What's around with all these TikTok people now? Y'all talking about, hey, men love this, women love that. You don't know what no nigga won't in his life. You don't know what no bitch won't. She won't be crazy and hump his brains out. Let that bitch be crazy. Ain't no play no hard to get. Got that nigga looking in the stand. She been to every match. Every match. Now all of a sudden she ain't in the stand. He like, damn, where's she at, man? You back there looking at some other dick, huh? Fishing that calendar. Niggas in her DMs. I thought she was with me. You know, she looking at me wrestle. I'm about to whoop Lexus King, bitch. I'm out here fighting for this bitch. He was the one talking about he need 2 counters so he can jerk in one. And then next thing you know, I'm out here fighting for her. She can't watch the match. What's she doing? You know what I'm saying? My man looking and fucked up. Now he got an L. He got another L. Chalk it up. Lexus King out here. You know, he's like, yeah, look, I told you I was going to beat your bitch ass. I beat your bitch ass. Now he talking shit, DMing your girl on the side, you know, even though she got him blocked. He sent a $1 request on Venmo talking about, yo, let me see them cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Because he can't hit her up on Instagram. She got him blocked. She got him blocked. What are we gonna do? He got to go through the Venmo. The next he gonna go to PayPal. Then he gonna cash out. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. Maybe WhatsApp. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's hard in these streets, Angry. It's hard. It's close to Valentine's Day, man.
I just hope they don't do that trope where you know, Riley acts all butthurt and JC like comforts him, like, oh, it's okay, and like she kisses him out of nowhere, and then Thea walks in and is like, what are you guys doing? And then they have to do
we all know. We all know.
So fucking predictable, man.
No. They ain't doing that. Look.
I called it.
Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Here's what's really gonna happen. JC gay. Let's all take it. JC gonna try to hit on Thea. JC a little bi curious. You know what I'm saying? She either is gonna try to. They either gonna do this trope. She's gonna try to take over Chase U and turn Andre Chase into her sex slave. She like older, dirtier men with a secret. Yeah, she got that bad girl vibe. Or She just gay and trying to fuck up Thea. She giving Thea advice just for this, this nigga gonna disappoint her. You're like, yeah, girl, you don't need the men anyway. That's why we the ladies are chasing you. And I know how to make that thing work. You'll see your hands go under the camera. Then you're gonna get a little smile. Then you're gonna hear a bunch of water hit the ground. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They gonna hit that dick on live TV. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna get the HLA back. Yeah, yeah. Because Vince ain't all he gone. He ain't all the way gone. Yeah, they gonna bring it back. They gonna bring that shit back.
I believe it because I can see the face behind you. Up next is Mello. He's back in the ring, second attempt. The crowd letting him have it. You're not him. You're not him. Sounds like a Muppet is getting strangled in the crowd. Mello gives some bullshit reason while he turned on Trick. Trick went after the NXT title. Admits to attacking Trick back in October. Trick's music hits, but Mello fools the crowd. Said Trick is laying up in the hospital next to Book. Says Trick was always his hype man, and that's all it is.
That's all it's gonna be.
That's right. We get that weird 3 faces text pops on the screen. I guess someone new from Japan's coming.
Sure.
Roxanne Perez versus Lola Vice. A whole lot of ass in this match. I love when Lola hip attacks chicks in the corner because
she shake that ass, you dirty pervert.
What she does is she rubs her ass across their face after she's done. I was like, jeez. Tatum Paxley out with ref trying to cash in an expired contract. The distraction helps Roxanne pick up the win. Not Kinsey interviews Metaphor, Miss Jackson, and Lash Legend gonna whoop up on Cracker ass. Noam and Mensa accept White Collie and Stone's challenge. No catch quarter. I don't care. Caesar, Mello. He finally gets to explain himself in the middle of the ring. And then we had Roxanne versus Lola. What'd you think?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see what I tell you. This is a nigga. You gotta give you a 2-piece. See, all niggas love 2-piece. You know what I'm saying? Can't get it all out at one time. Gotta get a little 2-piece and a biscuit. You know what I'm saying? He out there trolling the crowd, playing trip music and shit, talking shit again. So telling you what you need to know. Trick could have been North American champion. Mello would have been NXT champion. And Mello would have brought his ass up on SmackDown. They could have did some work, did some dirt. And he fucking up a plan. Nigga just try to get too big too fast. You know what I'm saying? There's always a plan. Keep it, there's always a plan. Hey man, shit happens in the streets. Don't know what to tell you. Shit happens all the time. Then of course, I guess this is Sangria's favorite since Tiffy lost. Now he's an ass man. So we got old Lola Vice.
Always been an
Roxanne. Huh?
Always been an ass man.
Oh, okay. Fool me. I mean, okay, you keep talking about bitch titties. But yeah, you are the general manager. I forget, you are the general manager of the Discoloration Nation.
That's right.
Damn right. Keep it tight. But yeah, old Lola was shaking her ass all up in the ring. Roxy be wearing them short shorts. That ain't never bad. There was so much good shit during this show. I almost forgot Brian Saxon was out there with his bitch ass. And I was like, why Booker T sound like a middle-aged white woman at an Arby's complaining that Sticks is fucking the roast beef? It was Byron Saxon. God damn it. He tricked me again, that silly bitch. Once again, these ladies have a good match. Lola Vice, I think, is projecting faster than I thought she would. We all know Roxanne goat on the indies. She got good really quick, and she's staying good. And I feel like she's kind of like, to me, it's like she's the new Bayley. Remember when Bayley was on NXT for so long after the other horsewoman went up? It made no sense because Becky was just getting hot. She wasn't really like as big as Charlotte and what's her name? Mercedes Moné. Yeah. But I feel like they have the wherewithal to know that they have to keep somebody like that. Like, even if they find ways for her not to win the title so that she's bound to the company. But if she can get a great match out of you, then they know you can, like, hopefully improve and improve and improve while you're there, and then one day lead up to the main roster, and get you where you got to go. And I feel like that's what Roxanne is right now. She might get another because she's really, really young. So she doesn't need to go up anytime soon. She can get multiple reigns if they want to do that for her. Give her like a real legendary status down there. I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with that. And then we got old Lash legend. It's Jackson if you nasty. She back in the ring, like officially now 100%. They're gonna fight on some crackers. Master Michaels has got to give some niggas some dubs on because the other niggas got pinned earlier, so he's got to give some other niggas some dubs. And Miss Jackson, if you nasty, he's back. And he loves his women. No, he don't hire her ugly. If he does hire ugly, they can wrestle. So that's coming up next. And Cracker got the cup. Main Man Mensa still got pink hair with his fruit booty having ass. And I don't care about the other 4 assholes that walked up at the half end of this segment either.
Sticks, Mello explained himself. Then we had Roxanne versus Lola. What'd you think?
I'm glad we got the second part of Mello coming out talking about it. I love the talking points. Talked about how he took the North American Championship and raised it to another level. Trick gets it for a hot second, then loses it. Mello becomes NXT champion. Carries that title, makes it more pristine, makes it prestigious, and then Trick tries to go after it. Love the comment of him being the hype man and him saying that's all it's gonna be, and that's all he'll ever be. I love how he changes the wordplay on that. That was great. Once again, the heat he's getting from that is just great. Even love the line of him talking about Trick being laid up in the same hospital room with Book. I mean, I thought that was a nice little jab. Roxanne and Lola. I thought this was a good match. I thought this was a measuring match for Lola to see where she's at right now. And like Ceizar says, she's adapted really well. Like, I don't know if being a former MMA fighter, if that gives her a little bit of a leg up on obviously in-ring work and competition and stuff like that. But I mean, she's done a good job. She's working really good as a heel. I'm glad she's doing that. And like you guys talked about Roxanne, I think at this point now it's just more of refining, working on a few things here and there. And I wouldn't mind them giving her another championship run before they call her up. But I mean, if they call her up after Stand Deliver, I'd understand. But I mean, she needs to be down there a little bit more to kind of be that steadying hand, that steadying wrestler that you could throw out there against any woman if you think that she's ready, or to see where if you have a woman, if you think to see where she's at. Roxanne would be a good litmus test. And I think with this one, Lola passed, so she's on the track of probably being NXT Women's Champion, maybe 5, 6, 7 months down the road. But it was a good match. I thought it was a really good women's match. And once again, I mean, the middle part of this was better than the middle part of Vengeance Day.
Speaking of Vengeance Day, you know what I noticed is this is the same situation. They removed Lyra and it was a better match. Roxy versus Lola was better than Roxy versus Lola versus Lyra. That there's your proof right there, cross-eyed kid. Just pull the trigger. He's gonna have I hope Paxley costs Lyra the title and then they feud and then go away for a while. So, let some better people hold that title. But I digress. Moving on. Fallon and Ren Sinclair versus Lash Legend and Miss Jackson with Metaphor. There was a tug of war for Miss Jackson. That was the most entertaining part of the whole thing. Lash slam dunk power bombs Ren for the win. BJ backstage. Jensen is lost without Briggs. Briggs yells at him, grow some balls. Ava and Jada Parker talk. Jada gets a one-on-one versus Rizzo next week. Ridge Holland eats up some time. The main event, Of course, I was looking forward to this shit. It was my match of the year last year, and we get it as the main event on NXT TV. It's Dragunov. It's Dijak. These two can go. These two bring out the best out of each other. These two had match of the year, blah blah blah. Yep. Dragunov still having nose problems. These guys must be closer than brothers in real life because they never hold back. Fighting on the outside, a hand reached out trying to grab Dijak's leg. I'm guessing Gacy is creeping under there with Hornswoggle. Eventually, Gacy clobbers Dijak with a novelty boxing glove on a stick. Dragunov H-bomb for the pin and the win. Mello clips Dragunov's leg as the show closes, hits him with the title as well. Due to the fuck shit, it wasn't as good as their match last year, but I can't be that spoiled. I appreciate what they put
Still
on.
good until the fuck shit.
Exactly. Sticks, what'd you think of the women's tag match, Fallon and Ren versus Metaphor? And then the main event, what'd you think?
The women's tag match, I like how they're well, of course, I mean, they're gonna start building up women's tag teams. Miss Jackson and Lash, I mean, they're a good tag team. We finally get Miss Jackson back healthy. Having Lash is like that power, the strength of the tag team between those two, I mean, is awesome. I mean, I think we're gonna see if we're fast tracking to see future women's tag team champions right there with them. I wouldn't be surprised with maybe a month and a half down the road that they're all of a sudden show up on the main roster contending for those tag team championships. And I think they'd be a good tag team to have as the tag team champions. Karen Fallon with Ren, I think it's a good thing to kind of have for Ren to help maybe develop a little bit more. It gives Fallon something to do. So I wasn't mad at it. I thought the right team won. And then the main event, it was a good match. I mean, it was once, like you said, like we've talked about, these two had a banger of a match already. And this was nothing short of it. Very hard hitting, while also doing some storyline work. Like we see Gacy's not done with Dijak. And until Trick is back, you know, Mello's gonna focus his attention on getting his NXT championship back. So I mean, maybe they run it sometime they run it as a triple threat, or maybe when Trick comes back, he costs Mello the championship, and then that's where we're gonna build it for. But it was a great main event. Also, it continued some storylines, but it also built some other ones. So. Once again, it was another great episode of NXT, and they did a really good job of flowing their TV episodes and TV shows. So that was really great.
Caesar, this Lyra situation is still bugging me. If you ask me, for reals, I would rather see Lash Legend be the champion over Lyra right now, because at least Lash can cut a promo, and she's got the posse. And she's got the pussy. But what did you think, Caesar? We got Fallon and Ren versus Lash and Miss Jackson.
Yeah. See, but I think it's all about how you use somebody to how they get. Because remember, when we first saw Lash, she was way more trying to be athletic, because she is super athletic. We're not saying she's not. I think she was wrestling way more athletic than she was the power game. And then when we saw her in that fucking
Iron
Survivor.
Yeah,
and she was just powering the fuck, because she is a big bitch. She's a big bitch. I ain't gonna say she's not a big bitch. You know, I don't mean call no bitch, but you know what I'm saying. You big bitch, you a big bitch. Compared to the rest of them thoughts down there, she a big bitch. You know, when she play that power game, like you like, God damn, Lash be throwing these hoes. She's spiking these bras. It's a way better moveset for her. And yeah, does she have potential to be NXT Women's Champion? Yo. Would I be mad if she won the title off here? No. Hell no. Yeah, I ain't gonna be mad. Yeah, give Lash a scrap. I ain't gonna be hating at all. Yeah,
Can I ask you guys this? At this time right now, since Lyra is just falling flat, would you have rather had Jade Cargill start down in NXT, show up with the hype, like when they rolled her out with the hype and all that stuff? her show up, beat Lyra, and then you just ride the ebbs and flows of her. If she doesn't great in ring, but can still do decent on the mic, would you rather have had that than what we have going on with Lyra right now, or would you
I'm
just
gonna tell you what I said at work. I would rather Jade show up in NXT and go like how they did NXT Black and Gold. Remember how somebody would show up? Remember this happened for like what, like 10 dudes in a row, and they all had great NXT shit. Remember like how Bobby Roode showed up, right? Bobby Roode showed up, ran through everybody, right? No, ran through some dudes, got the title, ran through everybody else. Then he would drop the strap to the new guy and go up. Shinsuke came in there with a banger against Sammy, right? Ran through some dudes. Then him and Joe, I think Joe was the champ, who ran through some dudes, fought Finn Balor. Finn Balor came in, ran through some dudes, became the champ. That was the way they built Andrade. Drew came back in, ran through everybody, got the title, ran through everybody again. Andrade ran through everybody with Zelina, ran through everybody again, got called up. I would like if Jade came in, ran through like the breakout tourney chicks, right? Not squash them, have great matches with them, not squash them, have good matches, but beat them, continuously winning, right? Yeah, not like, some Asuka shit where you got to win every match. She could be in some tag matches and lose, I don't care. But winning consistently enough to get that title match, beat Lyra, then start running through people who've been there. Run through Fallon, run through, who else has been there for a long, run through Kiana and her new bitch. Run through the motherfuckers there. Maybe even final test. Roxanne gets some good shit. Beat Roxanne, right? Or have somebody, and then have that new person you're building up. Like if you want to have that, what's that gymnast, the black gymnast flippy bitch? Kalani. Have somebody like that. The next person that you're building, because they are building Kalani really good right now. They're building Kalani super good. So like by that time, let's say Kalani's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? You got somebody like Miss Jackson who you're building up as well. Whichever one you pick, right? They're the ones to beat Jade. Then Jade goes up to the main roster and starts cooking. But during that time, Jade can show up at Rumbles. Maybe they do Survivor Series or War Games where like somebody's like, oh no, I'm picking Jade. For my team, Jade's coming up to fight you bitches. You know what I'm saying? Some shit like that. So maybe even have somebody come back down. Like the crazy part, they had Becky come down. Like, have Bianca come back down. You know what I'm saying? Bianca's well enough that she can come back down. You know what I'm saying? She never won an NXT championship. Whether we get it with Bianca and Jade, like Charlotte and Rhea at that one Mania, whether or not we get some crazy shit like that,
Well,
I would much rather
technically Caesar Jade isn't on any show.
Any
right
show.
Now. So
Yeah.
potentially that could still happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. She's not on any show. But I'm saying, since she's in the PC anyway, and they're training her the WWE way, not saying Jade's not. We all know Jade can cook. We all know Jade can talk shit. Okay, she don't need the promo. Jade just needs like the early learnings of basics, and then once she figures that out with how she rolls with the power game, I feel like they should build her like that, the old school way. You come in, you get a bunch of dubs, you get that title shot, run through all the other bitches, and then like a year and a half, maybe even not even that, maybe even a year, get called up to the main show, and then you take it from there because you're already an established name. And then you can come up from there. Me personally, that's where I like to see her go. I'm not saying she would get lost on the main roster because a lot of people want to see her fight a lot of big names, but it's like those are all marquee matches. So you got to build there. And what's she going to do on the in-between time of building there?
Yeah.
And then what are you going to do with whoever is the champ on that show? You can't give it to her too quick because I feel like you're going to get, I'm always going to say this. I feel like you're going to get that Sheamus disease where he won it, but then like 6 months of being on the main roster, And then where do you go from there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
P.S. Sol Ruka did return on Level Up.
Oh,
She's
nice. Well, I'm glad Soruga is a good wrestler. I'm glad she's back.
what'd you think of the tag match, Caesar, the women's tag match?
Women's tag match was good. Like I said, oh sorry, yeah, women's tag match was good. This is what I like. Miss Jackson coming off the injury, she's in that group. Where she doesn't have to wrestle a whole match to really be back. She can wrestle a tag match as a part match. Lash can do a majority of the work, but she can still come in, shine, get her shit. Yeah, the right people won. You want to get Miss Jackson back on the winning streak. Lash Legend still looks good, so you want to keep her high. Fallon can absorb the loss because she is with a rookie, like a super rookie, who she's kind of taken under her wing. And then trying something new. Instead of being with the guys, always being on the side with them, she's with somebody who she can always tag with and still be in matches. So I thought it was good shit. Yeah, I got no qualms with it, no problems with it. And then the main event was really, really good. I feel like, I'm gonna say it wasn't as good as a PLE match because I feel like they didn't have to put on a PLE match. You know what I'm saying? But you all know that we like it when the boys give us a little bit of that free money. Now I'm gonna say this: we got some free money in the opener with that tag match because that felt like there was something on the line with them boys. If I gotta call any match in NXT a free money match of the night, it was them boys in that tag match. And I should have said this earlier, but I'm saying it now, so I'm giving y'all props. That tag match in the beginning, them boys was giving away some free money. Hard R's, Nathan Frazier, and Axiom. Y'all was cooking. Y'all was Chef Ramsay in the pot. Thought it was Hell's Kitchen back there. You know what I'm saying? Agria said it. They wrestled like the rent was due. These boys wrestled like they had savings in the bank. But it was still they earned their dollars, but they had the rent money already in the savings account, ready for that shit to be direct deposited. It was still good. And of course, you got your little fuck shit from Gacy. I think Gacy is supposed to be half comic relief, half crazy. So he's comic relief this week. He came out with the boxing glove, the H bomb, the dub, and then you got angry nigga hitting old Dijak in the leg, hitting him, still sitting with the chair, being evil as fuck. And so it was a good ending. It was a good ending. It was a great match. I would say 95% of the way. Get a little fuck shit. It was comedy fuck shit. We like regular fuck shit, but it was comedy fuck shit. And then angry nigga at the end.
If they turn Gacy into the Joker and Dijak into Batman, that'd be a cool dynamic right there.
It seems like that's what they're doing.
It would be pretty cool, but we'll be right back with some more wrestling talk. Well, we are switching things up a little bit here this week on the tripod. We are going to talk about TNA first, which of course airs on Thursday nights. But the day before, news broke that Scott D'Amore was fired from TNA Wrestling, which of course did not make the talent too happy. Styx did shed a little bit of light on it for me here. Styx, go ahead and repeat what you said to me right here for the people about what you heard about the firing of Scott D'Amore.
From what I've read, a lot of it had to do. Scott went to Anthem, which owns TNA Impact, and had asked for a little bit more money. He had wanted to get some free agents, which obviously, like right now, the free agency pool for wrestling is actually pretty big. I mean, you had Will Ospreay, you have Okada. Even if you don't, I mean, even Tama Tonga was out there. He had done this times before and had been rebuffed from Anthem. And once again, he was rebuffed. I think the big one that they talked about was when Braun Strowman was released. He went and wanted to get money to sign Braun Strowman. It was and have him debut around the time they were going to do Bound for Glory. They were going to call it Braun for Glory. Man, kind of glad they didn't do that with Strowman, but I mean, it would have been a big get for Impact TNA with him. But and supposedly also they thought the shows were starting to become a little bit more Scott D'Amore eccentric. But with Scott, I mean, this guy had been with TNA Impact for damn near 20 years. I mean, the guy, when he took over, he basically resurrected it. I mean, the work that Scott has done off screen and also the working relationship he has, which a lot of people have seen on X and on multiple social media platforms, the relationships that he's had with the talent, new, current, and past. It was the relationship that you would want your guy who was a president, executive producer, all that. That's the relationship you would want to have with a man like that. And to have, I mean, we're not going to see the difference for a little while because obviously they pre-tape a lot of episodes and Scott had ran the episodes, but I'm a little worried going forward unless they break news that they're going to bring somebody in to run TNA that either has ran wrestling shows before or unless they have someone backstage that they feel comfortable with that could do the booking, produce the show, stuff like that. And they're just going to have a president from Anthem there just to basically oversee stuff, keep an eye on the books, all that stuff. But it just worries me and it just sucks because now we're seeing TNA hit a stride where, like, in my opinion, they're better than what AEW has with not as good as a roster that AEW has.
Yeah.
I mean, they're obviously a solid number 2 behind WWE, but it worries me now that, you know, with the rebranding, with the re-rising, the rebirth of TNA, that we're going to have another TNA fall flat in the face like we had 7-10 years ago. And it sucks because TNA has a roster full of people that we have talked about that are very good talent that put everything in matches to make it so that you want to watch TNA. And it worries me that they're all going to either leave or Anthem's going to release them for cheaper talent. And we're going to end up not talking about TNA anymore. And it's just going to end up being a shit show. So
I don't know about releasing them for cheaper talent because any business that gets into a business wants to get in it for money. And you realize you got to keep a lot of these guys.
And I understand that, but I also understand that to make money, you have to spend money.
Mm-hmm.
And Anthem has had the history of not wanting to spend a lot of money to bring in talent. So that's what worries me. Like they could have put some money. I mean, knowing that they weren't going to get exclusive Will Ospreay, but to be able to say that he is part of your roster would have been huge. Even to get like Okada, even a Tama Tonga, or even like some of the B level, not like your main event guys, but like even like your mid card guys that you could have as like maybe your main event players on TNA. But not just not to be able to spend the money to go after those people is what worries me, because you have to spend money to be able to make it, to get the eyeballs on the product. And it worries me that with Anthem not wanting to do that, they're either just going to stay baseline or it's just going to get worse.
Well, I'm sure more will come on this story in the week.
Any truth he tried to buy into like owning a piece of it from Anthem?
Supposedly, from what I heard, he had a pretty big financial backer that they were like he legit did want to buy it, which I would have loved to see.
But buy it outright?
Yeah, he was gonna buy it outright. Like he went to Anthem and said, and actually from what I don't know the numbers, but from the multiple stories I read, it was actually a really good offer to buy TNA. Like probably if Anthem just didn't really want it, they probably should have sold it. But I don't know what Anthem's vision is with it. But if they were smart, and hopefully as a wrestling fan, I would have liked to seen it, because I would have liked to seen. From what we've seen of Scott going right now with TNA, I think he would have done a really good job, because he's also bridging relationships like we've seen with him at WWE. Like that would have been awesome, even if they wouldn't have brought like big name talents, but like your mid card guys to come work a few matches here and there for pay-per-view, stuff like that. You could have had that with bridging it, but also with like AEW, New Japan, whatnot, so forth. But
Let's
from
get
what
into
I
the
read,
show. Let's get into the show real quick. Chris Sabin versus one of the good hands. Don't care which one. This was sponsored by Mustafa Ali, by the way. In Ali, we trust. A good quick opener, the cradle shock, and a dub for Sabin. Then followed after a Not Kinsey interview with Alex Shelley, we got Tasha Steelz versus Zaya Brookside 2. The rematch, I mean. Tasha's here giving me Golden Crisp vibes. Tasha with the safest code red pop rocks ever. Very slow with a handful of tights. Picks up the win, sticks. What do you think of the first two matches of Impact? We had Chris versus a good hand and Tasha versus Zaya.
Good opener for Chris Sabin and I don't know if first name is Hotch. Probably gonna be the best match that Hotch will ever have in his career. Chris Sabin was cooking out there. I mean, this is the reason why he's Exhibition champion, former Impact TNA champion. He made this guy look good. So once again, Chris Sabin had a really good match. Second match, Tasha Steelz and Zaya Brookside. They're running the angle of Zaya, young upcoming talent. Tasha, the wily veteran. Wiley and Tasha doing whatever it takes to win. Like you said, it was a very slow developing code red that had a little funky pin that enabled her to grab a handful of tights. I didn't mind it. You're building up Zaya Brookside. Maybe it's also hardening her to the business, even though they had talked about on commentary that she had been in wrestling for quite a while in her life. So it's just hardening her up to the TNA, to some of the females in the TNA locker room, basically telling her don't take anybody for granted, don't be a bubbly personality. If you can get a win by any means necessary. And Tasha Steelz is a really good heel at being able to do that. So great opener and not a bad knockouts match.
The Boricua badass. Caesar, we had Chris Sabin versus one of the good hands and Tasha versus Zaya. What'd you think?
Yeah, my boy Chris Sabin, part of another great tag team. Besides these guys, I like these guys first. Then Chris Sabin, he out here, X Division champ. They were talking about what it was like. His longest reign was like his fourth reign. I think 6 reigns ago was your fourth reign. This man been cooking in TNA for I don't know how long. One of the GOATs. Don't know who Chris Sabin is. And don't be like JH and don't do your homework if you listen to this show. Go look up some Chris Sabin shit. Just get your bitch ass on YouTube. Type Chris Sabin wrestling. Okay. You can even type in Motor City Machine Guns wrestling because he's one half of that team. And his tag team partner is in the main event tonight, which we going to talk about too. And you're going to see that cracker wrestle as well. Good shit all around. Okay. This is what TNA does. It is good. They should call themselves GSA because it's good shit all around when you in a TNA ring wrestling. See, this is what the Crackers is finally seeing online. AEW all blah, 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 flashy, dashy, hiring all these people. But if you want some good wrestling with some good storytelling, no, don't get me wrong. I still like the E. I still like TNA. I don't like it. I really don't. But I'm saying there's good wrestling all around if you like it. Okay. This man went out here cooked. Oh, I cares about these good crackers. It's Billy and Dragon Lee from Double Dragon. I hope they fight each other and one of them dies for the bitch at the end. I don't give a fuck. Don't give 2 fucks. Okay. All I care about is Chris Sabin out here cooking like he does. You damn right. Sticks showing you the hand just as he does. Out here cooking like he does 8 days a week. He came in there. They had a fight. It was good. This was another good opener. Another show with a good opener. Whether you do good open tag teams, like in the XOT, or you do good singles wrestling, like they do in TNA. They also have good tag team shit too. But then Chris Sabin, they know what they're doing. They say, hey, get your seasoned ass out there and give us a match. You can pick whoever you want, Chris Sabin. He's like, give me Jason Lee. I'm gonna whoop his ass in 8 minutes, and I'm gonna give you a good ass wrestling show. And that's what the fuck he did. What the fuck he did, and that's what the fuck he do. Next case. Now we on to some hoes. You damn right. Batty Borica. You ain't gotta say it, Sangria. Take that off. You ain't gotta say it. Batty Borica versus that angel bitch. Yeah, this was one of the devil's sweet chocolate sisters against God's angel flying down to the ring. And you know what happened? Batty Borica had to, I said it slurred because I'm drinking, you hoe. So fuck you. Yeah, she came in that ring. She used that black hittery monk powers. Yeah, she showed that Rook what's up. This is what happens, man. This is what happens. You think life is fair? Life ain't fair, bitch. If life was fair, I'd have a 12-inch dick and be richer than Elon Musk, and I'd be fucking white women every weekend. If life was fair, I would still be married to a sister, but I'd be fucking white women every weekend. You damn right, because I'd be doing to them what the white man did to my people for 400 years. Fucking them. You damn right. You damn right. Keep it tight. That's how we do on the tripod every Sunday night. It's Monday. It's a special occasion. Super Bowl was yesterday. Your bitch ass was there. I know you saw. Anyway, I digress. It was good women's wrestling. You know, you got to show the Rook sometimes. Sometimes the seasoned vet has to show the Rook that, hey, I know you're enthusiastic. You're happy to be here. Hey, you even got talent. You could be one of the greats. But happy to be here don't cut it. You got to want it. And if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Now, don't take that in your personal life, okay? Don't think that just because you fucking hoes on the side, that makes you love your woman more. Nah, nigga, use a dog. Use a dog ass nigga. Okay, use a dog. You know, use a dog. But in that wrestling ring, all is fair. You ain't cheating, you ain't trying. If the ref ain't see it, the ref ain't see it. That's just like anything. If we playing Monopoly and I'm stealing money from the bank and you ain't catch me, that's your fault because I'm stealing money. Okay, I'm trying to win. That's what you got to do to get ahead. Next case.
Up next, the very background that Caesar has, the A, the B, the C. We're backstage promo talking shit about the GYV, attacking them.
The what? No, you call them right.
Q, the GYV, attacking them.
No, you call them right.
About the best of 3 series, which match 2 happens next week. Of course, they're going to entertain like only they know how to entertain. Speedball, Mike Bailey versus Zachary Wentz with Trey Miguel. Mike Bailey is what Dominic would look like if his last name was Gonzalez. So
fair.
Of course, we get Bailey doing what Bailey does best versus lots of shenanigans from the Rascals. UFO Cutter post shenanigans and Zach defeats Speedball Mike Bailey. Attack continues after the match. And then we get the returning Trent 7 for the save. Steve McLean then fucks up Trent. But Dolph Nemeth with a super kick pate cleans up the ring. After this, we get Trinity and Jordan Grace versus the tranny and the gay. Trinity and Jordan win. I believe this was her last match. This was the final taping that Trinity attended before the Royal Rumble. But Caesar, we got your heroes backstage talking about the GYV. We had Speedball versus Zach. And then we had Trinity and Jordan versus the tranny and the gay.
So those two fine gentlemen who have been mercilessly, along with Cody Rhodes, trying to end racism for the past, I don't know how long. We're backstage just having a promo. Having a chat. W's in the chat. Having a chat about the grizzled young racist that we used to know as defined gentlemen. They are racist because they are trying to end racism currently in TNA. I'm surprised TNA keeps putting them on there. Keeps putting them on, especially during Black History. these two fine brothers were just talking about how they whooped they cracker ass in a 4-way match, whooped them, and then they wanted to skip the line and get a title shot. Are these two fine gentlemen scared? No, they're not scared. They're defending champions. They love a good challenge. And Santino said they attacked them. You saw it. You saw it not last week, but 2 weeks ago. They attacked these people when they were having a match. Just having a match. It was nigga on nigga, getting a black hitter in mud, trying to set the tone. Supporting black wrestlers that don't have titles. Nigga on nigga, and didn't go fight. They come out there and attack them, and try to end their fight against racists. The grizzled young racist. Then they have a match and decide to cheat, choking people with scarves. You know what I'm saying? Hitting people unprovoked, chop blocking people. And then what do they do? These men are just trying to have a shack, W in the shack, trying to get the fans, trying to tell the fans what's happening. Because they, as distinguished gentlemen, were trying to end racism. They can take a loss when they take a loss. Hey, those guys cheated. They won. Oh, cool. Y'all got it. But just know that, they focused and they ready to whoop your ass. What do the grizzled young racists do again? They attack these good brothers. The Ace and the Bay. The club. The Ace and the Bay, the club. Out here attacking these good brothers, getting people's shoulders, slamming them in doors and shit. Because they fear those two white Klansmen. They fear the power of Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream that Cody Rhodes helped write. I was there. I used Doc Brown's time machine. I went back in time. I saw Cody Rhodes. I said, Cody Rhodes, what are you doing here? He goes, I used Bill and Ted's phone booth time machine. And crackers who are too young, you're not going to get that reference. But fuck y'all. And Cody Rhodes was there. Him and Brandy helping the good doctor write his speech about why he had a dream. Little black kids and little white kids growing up and wrestling together and taking over TNA, and being champions and ending racism. It was a beautiful thing. And the grizzled young racist, they're trying to end that. But we won't let them win. We have belief that our tag team champs are going to pull through. They're going to get this dub. And whenever they have that third match, they're going to whoop their cracker ass and beat the brakes off them and get blood all over them white cloaks that they have from the Klan. And they'll put their tail between their legs, run off into the sunset, back down to Alabama, where, ain't no niggas except if they play for Nick Saban, but he retired. So that's what's going to happen. That's all it is. The quote some other niggas, that's all it is. And that's all it's going to be.
Speedball versus a rascal.
Now, I'll tell you what. I don't know why this cracker Speedball ain't getting no title matches. But this boy be putting on a show every time he get in that goddamn ring. Sorry. This boy Speedball, he fight everybody. He don't give a fuck. He wear no shoes, but he got black Air Force energy. This nigga come out, he don't care. He fight with Ospreay. He'll fight. He fought the black rascal. He fought the white rascal. You fight your mama. He'll fight your child support payments. That nigga might fight student loans next week. I don't know, but he gonna kick that motherfucker 85 goddamn times, slam his ass all goddamn the ring. That boy Speedball, he out here cooking. He fight that little midget Jonathan Gresham. Don't give a fuck who he fight. Speedball don't care who he fight. Speedball know he gonna spray some anti-fungus athlete's foot on his feet, put on some shin guards, some tights, walk his ass to the ring, and somebody gonna catch his work. Okay, he don't give a fuck who it is. He don't give a fuck. That boy need to put on some black Air Forces and some socks. Cause he right there, he running for white boy of the year. You know what I'm saying right now. But that shit, because he got some Negro tendencies. When you just go to the ring and don't give a fuck who you got to fight, you just gonna fight and whoop their crack ass and don't want nothing happen. I mean, he's fighting these niggas for nothing. He don't care. Ain't no like number one contention. This is how you get into a title match. Speedball said, "Get your bitch ass in the ring and catch these feet." He goes, look, don't suck on my toes, you foot fetish ass fruit booty, because I'm gonna kick you in the mouth. That's what Speedball said. He was out there flippy dippy, spiking that cracker. He kicked the damn pole with the bottom of his soul. It didn't even hurt. That nigga got slave feet. You know what you gotta do to kick a metal pole when that shit don't hurt? That's slave feet. You gotta not wear shoes for 20 years and run on the hot asphalt in July, 18.5 miles. I don't even know how long that is. Nigga, I don't even know. I don't know no 5K, 10K marathon numbers. That's what Speedball do, because he crazy. Okay? That nigga crazy. Now, he may have lost the match. Think he care? No, because he just trying to fight. And he don't give a fuck. Then old Trent Seven brought his old ass out there with that towel. As soon as he snapped that towel off, he got 30% more power and started whooping ass in that goddamn ring. So obviously, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to get Trent Seven and Speedball versus them damn rascals. And you know what? Speedball still don't care, because it's a fight and it's going to be in that ring. Put some black enforcers on that nigga, or put some crispy wheat Timbs, because that's really the rule. If you rock crispy wheat Timbs and you don't tie them up, the lace is loose, or you wear black enforcers, that nigga don't give a fuck who you gonna fight. He ready to fight. He ready to fight. That's why I fuck with people.
Funny enough, Tim's will come up again later. What'd you think of the women's tag team match, Caesar? It's Trinity's farewell match, teaming with Jordan.
Trinity, you did your thing, girl. You stood on business when WWE tried to hold you. They thought you couldn't do no better. You went. You found the best company to work for when WWE tries to hold you. I mean, they did it to a bunch of people. They hold our truth. You went to this company. He won a world championship. He back getting them good dollars. They did it to Christian. He came to this company. He won some championship. He came back, got them good dollars. I don't know what happened with Kurt Angle, but that nigga was on 100 Percocet a week. And then he won every goddamn title in this company. And they called that nigga Perk Angle. And he was cooking, girl. He was cooking. Perk Angle was cooking. Hey, some more homework for your bitch ass if you watch this show. Just look up Perk Angle. Perk. P-E-R-C Angle TNA. That nigga cool. That nigga cool. Anyway, I digress. Oh, Jordan and Naomi fought the man. Did I tell you all my Christmas story?
Well,
about watching TNA?
Let's finish the match and then you can tell that.
All right, I'll tell you. All right, the match happened. They got their ass beat. Shit happened. Now I'm going to tell you. No. Naomi and Jordan did what they had to do. Great competitors. They had some good fights. Yeah, they were whooping on Jordan more. She's the one staying, let's be honest. They don't want to risk injuring Naomi because she got the contract to go back to WWE. And then if this is the match before the Rumble, good on Jordan, because she got to show off her skills too. Second year in a row, right? That the TNA Women's Champion. Yeah, because first it was James. Yeah, she came back with that title. Got that Rumble.
For country.
Yeah. I definitely was hard. I was thinking of some hardcore. I digress. And then Jordan came up, so Andy was hard. And then Jordan came this year. But yeah, they had a fantastic match. Fantastic match. The trainee with the X Division title, obviously he's gonna fight Jordan at the next pay-per-view thing. They said they're gonna have. They said it during the show. I can't remember what it was.
No surrender.
Yeah, and then the gay was there. She got a shitty ass entourage. I will tell you what. Damn, trainee's got a shitty entourage. Ain't nobody in your entourage worth shit. Bitch, do better. If you gonna be the star, you the trainee, do better. Get some niggas that can do something. At least one of them. I ain't doing shit. Anyway, I was playing this during Christmas, right? And family was over. We was eating breakfast, and I was watching TNA. Because, I'd waited too long, and I had to watch it for the tripod, for y'all. We was watching when the damn trainee was in the ring doing something with the damn shitty-ass entourage. And I was telling the family the story. That's what I was watching the week before. And mom was over, and she was like, "Why that nigga gay?" And I was like, "Cause he gay. I don't know why. What do you mean?" And the gay man got his ass whooped. And then Tranny was in the ring. We was over there, and I was watching it. Tranny was in the ring, and the family was there, and they were like, "Why do you watch this crazy stuff?" My aunt was like, "Why do you watch this crazy stuff?" I was like, "Cause it's entertaining." And she goes, "Why that girl ain't got no clothes on?" I was like, "First of all, that's a man." She's like, "That's a man." And then they like zoomed in on Giselle's face. She's like, "God damn, that's a man." And everybody was like, "Why is that man in the ring?" I was like, "Because that man about to wrestle some woman." And they were like, "Why is the man wrestling a woman?" I was like, "Because he got big ass titties. That's fake, and he think he a woman." And she goes, "Well, who does the gay man wrestle?" I was like, "He wrestles women and men." "What happens when he wrestles men?" I was like, "He gets his monkey ass whipped." "What happens when he wrestles women?" "He gets his monkey ass whipped." So that was a thing for 30 minutes trying to explain to my family why TNA lets everybody wrestle and they are not super homophobic like the Fed or AEW. It was a good time at the Caesar household. For one Christmas, explaining to my aunt that the damn tranny was wrestling people and getting her monkey ass whipped.
You know what they should do to really blow your family's mind is put Sunny Kiss with the fucking tranny and the gay. That's gonna
They
be
would,
that's gonna be Pride Month in a faction.
yo, I probably could have spent 30 minutes, 30 minutes telling a tale. If Sunny Kiss would have came out, I probably would have fainted and lost my shit from laughing just from their expressions alone. Probably would have been the best shit in that.
Why is Simon Phoenix on screen? No, Sticks. Sticks, we had 2 matches and a backstage interview, of course, with the A, the B, the C, talking about the G, the Y, the V.
The R.
Speedball versus Zach, and we had Trinity's farewell match. What'd you think?
Yes, like my tripod brother Caesar was talking about, the ABC was just backstage telling you how things went the right way. What happened? And what happens? These 2 guys in white hoods and cloaks with scarves, better known as the GYR, not the V. No. They still that was a team in NXT. We had TNA, and then the GYR. These are the racist clones of the GYV.
Yeah.
GYV across the pond. Here in America, we got the GYR, and they attack these fine gentlemen. You know, they tried injuring Mr. Ace Austin, and then they run off like a bunch of cowardly KKK members. They had to go get their crosses. They had to go extinguish their crosses before it burned down their fine yard and house down south. So I mean, we're gonna get match 2. It's gonna be a banger. I mean, our boys have their backs against the wall now, and they're gonna hopefully pull it out. We're hopefully gonna go to a third match. We had Zach and Speedball. I thought this was a good match. I mean, we've seen Speedball in singles. I mean, the man has faced, like Caesar said, Will Ospreay. He's faced Josh Alexander. I mean, he's faced the creme of the creme and has held his own. I thought this was fuck shit out of it. I thought it was a good match for Zach Wentz. I thought it showed. I mean, we've seen him specifically in tag teams. It's always good to see him in a singles match, and he showed that he can shine. Like that UFO cutter. Woo! The height he got on that was just
good.
Was spectacular. And Speedball, I mean, we see what we get with Speedball. Speedball's gonna Speedball. The man's got kicks. He's athletic. I mean, this guy looks like he's like just straight out of the trailer court, but he's out there looking, smelling, kicking like $1 million. I mean, wow. This man is a world champion in the wings. He lost, but I mean, there's some fuck shit. So I mean, the heels are going to try to get one up, and they did. They attack Speedball. Trent Seven finally gets across the pond. The fucking airplane finally gets across the pond. He gets to come help out. His tag team partner, Speedball Mountain, is back. Then McLean comes out, helps attack. Then we get Nick Nemeth. He comes out. So we're probably going to get a triple, like a 6-man tag sometime down the road. But like Caesar said, some point down there too, we're going to get Rascals and Speedball Mountain. Then probably on the same card, we're going to get Nick and McLean. So I mean, it was a good match with an ending that is going to progress the storyline. And then the women's tag match, I'll just keep it short and sweet. It was a great send-off for Trinity. She got, like Caesar said, she was released from WWE. And she went to the second best place you could go with the second best women's division. And she went there and she shined. She held her own. She had good matches with them. Now she's going back to WWE. So it was a great send-off for Trinity, and it was time well spent in TNA with her.
Up next, Josh Alexander, the walking weapon, versus Alan Angels. Angels attacks before the match because he is the non-mushroom size Alexander. It doesn't help though. Josh wins. Simon Gotch attacks Josh. He jumped a railing. The Drama King goes, "Hey, I know that guy." Khan beats two jobbers. PCOs wheeled out. Khan and time has officially been killed. The main event was Eddie Edwards with Alicia versus Alex Shelley. Great match by two veterans who know how to main event. This was technical. This was hard hitting with some Alicia fuckery. Ended uniquely also. Shelley uses Eddie's momentum to pin and win. Brian Myers jumped Shelley after the match. Kushida and Kevin Knight for the save. Sticks, Josh versus Alan. If you want to talk about Khan, go for it. And then Eddie versus Alex.
Josh versus Alan. It was a good match. Alan out here trying to get the jump on him. This all stems from the sound check they had a couple weeks ago. It was a good match. I mean, we got Alan Angels on TV. He's building. He's a good wrestler. Have him go against Josh. You can carry him. It was a good match. Simon Gotch jumping him after the match. I liked it how the commentators went back and forth, and I think it was Tom asked Matt if he knew that he was there, and I didn't know he was going to be here. And if I did, I didn't know he was going to do this. I mean, I thought it was a nice little callback to past history between the Drama King and Simon Gotch. We're going to go ahead and gloss over Khan and PCO. We're going to talk about the main event. Main event was a great main event. Like you said, Alex Shelley, he had prefaced it before talking about the different body parts, how if he takes with each one he takes out is going to be part of the system he's taking out. And he worked both of Eddie's legs. Like when he was in the corner and he tied him up kind of almost in like a figure four, but it was like a dragon screw. He did it with both those legs. I thought that was a great fucking move. Alex Shelley and Eddie Edwards are two professionals, like you said, that will not disappoint. They didn't with this match. Alex was able to pick up the dub and keep the momentum going into No Surrender. But all in all, it was a good episode of TNA with a good opener and a great main event. And it was another good Thursday night.
Sticks, do you ever watch Explosion?
No, I have. I started watching an episode. I think it was like a week or two ago, but I haven't had a chance to.
I'm just curious to know if they have an opening theme song. Is why I asked.
I don't know. I'd have to watch it.
Okay. Caesar, what'd you think of Josh versus Alan, where the real story is Simon Gotch is now in TNA, and then the main event?
We also forgot that somebody looked dumb on Thursday from a certain somebody. There was a man talking to a man. They mentioned a name, and he appeared.
Oh shit, I didn't see that. Damn it.
Oh fuck!
I saw the clip on Twitter. I was like, when did that happen? I didn't
See,
didn't see the whole
pay your
thing.
$5, Sangria. Pay them $5. Pay that $4.99 because you can watch this upcoming pay per view on the thing because it's not one of the big ones. You can watch it on YouTube. But
It
anyway,
was who was it?
so Top Flopper
Top
was
Dollar,
talking.
his
There you go.
old favorite guy.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Top Flopper. Who was he talking to? Sticks. I can't remember.
Was it Rich Swan?
No, he's talking to a cracker.
God, who was it?
Doesn't matter. The cracker said Joe Hendry's name, and Joe Hendry popped out.
Oh, it was Dieter. It was Dieter.
Diener.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
talking to Diener, and then it was like, say his name, and he appears. And it was, I believe in Joe Hendry. And then Cracker was like,
Why you
AJ Cracker was like, why'd you clap? Hey, that was one of the best parts. He was like, why'd you clap? Diener was like, yeah, so Joe Hendry made fun of Top Dollar, the non-getter, again. Said he was a piece of shit, pretty much online. He said Googled his name and people just called him a piece of shit. I thought the segment was entertaining and keeps the feud going. I thought it was funny. But yeah, we got mushroom sized Mario versus like little Mario in the ring. And little Mario decided to attack mushroom sized Mario before he got in the ring, knocked off the headgear. Why are everybody going for Josh Alexander headgear? Is this a new thing? Is he trying not to wrestle with the headgear? Is it only special if he wrestles with the headgear on a PLE or something? Is that where he gives 100 different? Because he didn't need 110% because it's Alan Angels. Or is that his name? Alan? Is it still Alan Angels? Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So yeah. It was still a good match. You know, props to Josh Alexander selling for Alan Angels like that. So sold a good first part of the match. You know what I'm saying? Made it look like it ain't a squash. See, that's what I really like. I don't get me wrong. I know squash matches are a thing. So who gives a fuck about Con? But I know squash matches are a thing. Right? But just like Big Nigga in NXT kind of sold to Dragon Lee during that pay-per-view. And he sold to that cracker Thea trying to hump during that finals match. When it's an important match, not to say this is not an important match, but let's really be honest. The star caliber of Josh Alexander to now Angels should have been a squash match. But Josh sold a lot of the beginning of the match. He sold it. He sold it great. And then they had a match, which I'm totally fine with, and it was a good ass match. And of course, Josh gets the dub. Come on, he's smoking. I mean, unless Alan Angels kicked him in the dick and shot that nigga in his chest. Dub. I mean, would it be funny for the chaos of it? Sure, I would agree. I love chaos. But yeah, good match. They moved on. And then it was the main event, right?
Well, Simon Gotch debuted.
Oh yeah, Simon's got debuted. Yeah, perfect. You know, give Josh something else to do to get back to that world title because Shelley has his contractual rematch, and yeah, TNA got that nigga champion, Moose. You know what I'm saying? He got the title. He the champ. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say Alex Shelley don't deserve it. Great wrestler.
I'm trying to remember what person was Simon talking shit about. He went viral. Was it Enzo? Was it Enzo or was it Punk? He was talking shit about somebody. Do you remember that?
I think he was talking shit about Enzo.
Was it Enzo? It was Enzo, wasn't it?
I think it was because everybody talks shit about Enzo.
Yeah. He was like he buys into his own shit.
No, that's definitely. Well, the sad part is it could be either or when you say shit like that. But I want to say it was Enzo.
Yeah, it had to have been.
But yeah, Drama King saying, "Hey, I know that guy." Simon got. I was like, one muscular ass fan. and security ain't doing shit. Stop this nigga just beating up on Josh Alexander. Now, hey, look, it's been a while since I've seen the old Gotch wrestle. When they wrestled in NXT, they were really good. I guess they couldn't get the gimmick over in the main roster, but there was nothing wrong with the wrestling. So if he can still wrestle, he can wrestle. And we know what that man, I guess facing sticks to his left can do. Should be some good matches. They gonna start a feud.
Aiden got over, but Simon did not.
Yeah. Aiden got over later. But as far as the wrestling goes, when they were wrestling together, their wrestling was good.
Yeah.
So yeah, not the gimmick. I don't know what gimmick. Well, I guess he doesn't have a gimmick. He's just mad. And spitting on people. But wearing a COVID mask before spitting on people. So if that nigga got COVID, that's an extra dangerous move. Yo, that is really real. That's an extra dangerous move.
And now the main event. Yeah.
But yeah, the main event, man, was your boy Alex Shelley versus what's his name?
Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie with his wife, part of the system. And yeah, that boy Alex was cooking, man. Yeah, he said he was gonna take everything out. Took out the left leg, took out the right. He was even taking out the arm at one point, working everything from in the ring, out the ring. And I know a lot of times I give Alex Shelley a lot of shit for wrestling more out or wrestling like a 50-50 outside the ring, inside the ring. And I do. I know I've said it. But I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I just don't feel like it was great when he did it with Moose. But I feel like it was great here. I feel like it was great when he did it with Josh Alexander. I don't know. I guess it's just my mood when I watch the matches and how the match flows. If it was a slow pace to a fast pace. But I thought this was a really, really, really good main event match. Yeah, he was working the legs, get that figure 4 at one time. And then yeah, Eddie was working everything he could. He had his wife on the ropes. I don't know how many times to get back over, especially when they're in the corner, throwing off the ropes. And then Eddie went for that Boston Tea Party. Boston knee party. And that's where old Shell hit the reversal and rolled him up to get the dub. But this was a super great match. And man, Eddie's showing you that he's been a previous TNA champion. And so yeah, he had a great match. I'm not mad at the main event either. Both of these guys showed out, they showed up. I feel like I feel like this is another like Sticks and Caesar 316, man. Both of them got their screen time and both of them got all their shit in. If they could. Yeah, we didn't get to see no shell shot, but I feel like they both got their shit in wrestling wise and showed what they can do. Then yeah, Myers comes back in, and then my boy Kushida, and then old Knight came in. Surprised Saban didn't come out, but Knight came in. But that's gonna lead to some other shit. And yeah, I thought it was a good show, good TNA show. They always do. And then no commercials on YouTube, so it just runs smooth together. Yeah, and I didn't speak of that other shit because fuck PCO and fuck home.
Exactly. We'll be right back with some all elite trash. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. We saved the best for last, folks. Well, I gotta say, I'm gonna be honest here, folks. All 3 shows this week, all 3, NXT, TNA, and yes, AEW, all 3 started with bangers. We kicked off with Hangman versus Swerve. Swerve in his best gear so far, in my opinion. I like his yellow tights. Because the crowd is hot for Swerve. These two have faced each other so many times. They are noticeably comfortable with each other and drinking each other's blood. Excellent chemistry. Sponsored by Woo Energy, by the way. I don't know if you knew that. It's been said Swerve had never defeated Hangman clean. This is an excellent start to the night. They need to invest more in their tables, by the way. Nana distracted. He danced. Then he got hit with a chair. Swerve boots a chair in Hangman's face. Swerve stomp, tweaks his ankle. Swerve dead-eye the Hangman off of the apron to outside through table, which kind of, doesn't that happen like every week?
It does happen every week.
JML driver, however, the time limit expires, also have been done. 30 minutes went by. Swerve says 5 more minutes. Hangman gets the mic and says, nah, fam. Skeets tells Skivone that it will now be a triple threat at Revolution against Joe. Caesar, what'd you think of the?
Yeah.
Did you catch the opener for ATW?
I watched ATW. Y'all know I watched it. I left messages in the chat. And yeah, you're right. All 3 shows had bangers as openers. Damn, you know you can't go wrong with the old drunk Virginian and the nigga from B-More and Prince. Yeah.
Viewers, pretzels of the tripod, you notice how empty that bottle was. So Caesar about to go off in a couple of feet.
It was up to there. It was up to there before. It's been a couple hours. It's been 2 hours. It's been 2 hours. I got the time tracker up there. It says an hour 50. But no. Yeah, it was good. This was good. When you get 2 crackers, see, it is what AEW needs. I'm sorry. These one-offs are dumb. This is one thing the Fed got right. If you have 2 great people and you put them in a feud, you can have them wrestle each other multiple times in succession. It doesn't have to be every week. We understand that. So we don't want it every week. But when you have them wrestle every 2 to 3 weeks, they can put on bangers. When they have 1 banger, they can have a 2nd banger, they can have a 3rd banger. And yeah, this is for the title, which both of these guys have been going for. The first 2 were personal reasons. You know what I'm saying? For personal reasons that they were fighting. And now the 3rd one is for what they're both going for. The title. Try to fight Samoa Joe in the main event for that AT-Dub World Championship. And then, yeah, it comes to a draw. This is what you can do when you have those rules of a time limit and you want to make a triple threat. Yeah, we get it. The Fed doesn't have time limits, so they got to have more interesting ways to have triple threats. But when you have something like this, where end time limit, no, and then and this happens every time. This happens every time. How many times has Daniel Bryan said it? 5 more minutes. Fuck you, bitch. And then you know what? You crackers got to fight. Triple threat. I'm totally fine with this. I'm fine with this. I want to see Swerve versus Hangman versus Samoa Joe. This shit could be interesting. I kind of want to see this. And especially going to do it at a pay-per-view. I ain't going to pay for it. But I will watch it. I am interested. This is some good shit. Now, do I say AEW gets it right 100% of the time? Fuck no. 90% of the time? Hell no. 30% of the time? No. 18.78% of the time? Yeah. And this is in that 18.78%.
I'd say 15% of the time.
It's 18.78. It's 18. You got to round up for the Russian judge. 18.78.
Hold on, wait. He's holding up the fucking sign like this.
Yeah. 18.78% of the time. This is one of those times. Great opener by AT-Dub. Well, but I knew what you meant. It was good shit.
6, the opener to AT-Dub. We got Hangman versus Swerve. What'd you think?
I'll just keep it short and sweet. Great opener. And for once, they finally got it right with the time limit draw. Like we've seen this, ATW has had multiple matches where it's going to time limit draw. This one, they did it right. And like Caesar said, I'm interested in the triple threat at Revolution for the AEW championship with Hangman, Joe, and Swerve. So for once, ATW actually kicked their show off decently good, and congratulations to them.
Like a broken clock. It's right twice a day. AEW, they write twice every 6 months. But I digress. Up next is my favorite person on the entire show. Of course, we're talking about Timeless Tony.
Own it.
But
Damn right.
unfortunately, they had her face Red Velvet. But Deonna Purrazzo was on commentary. As if Timeless Toni Storm couldn't get any better, she wins this one with an ankle lock. She is fast climbing my favorite list in that entire company. Deonna gets in her face, and then Tony smells her, and then Luther gets in between them and pushes their titties apart. How come he hasn't been Me Too'd? Blackpool Cracks versus CMLL. This was something I did not give a fuck about. I was like, oh, okay, someone's gonna bleed. We're gonna see these luchadors botching every fucking thing. All right, let's sit through this. The interesting dynamic here was the clash in styles. A couple of botches, but the speed of the luchadors didn't let it sit and fester for long. Hechicero looked like the gimp of the demolition. He was the most impressive member of CMLL to me. Thanks to a knee to the huevos by Claude. Claude pins Hechicero. There's a lucha attack as some random AEW guys back up the BCC. What the fuck? I did not know this was faction warfare. Yeah, CMLL versus AEW apparently, and everybody buried their feud hatchets with each other because everyone was on the same side. But I digress. Sticks, we got Timeless Tony versus Red Velvet, and then the Blackpool Cracks versus the CMLL, which I do not know what that stands for.
Yeah, Timeless Tony and Red Velvet. Good on Red Velvet, get some TV time with the AEW Women's Champion. We all know Tony was the star of this. Having Deonna on commentary was great, and then the interaction afterwards, her just doing the drive-by smelling of Deonna. Man, Timeless fucking Toni Storm. She is. WWE has got to be looking at this and being like, God damn, this is one of the few fuck ups that we've done and that we can't bring back because of contract right now. Because you game will know Skeets is like, yeah, we're gonna add time onto that contract. We'll back up more money for you. This is gonna be great. Deonna is shining in AEW, and Toni Storm is doing the same. So when we get this match, it's gonna be great. Yeah, CMLL versus BCC / AEW. Congratulations to CMLL. You're getting you guys on TV. That's all I'm going to say about it. Otherwise, the match I could go without seeing or let alone talking about. So congratulations to CMLL.
I just want to say I want to see more of Hechicero on my TV. Other than that, it was a time killer Jones. Caesar, speaking of time, Timeless Toni Storm versus Red Velvet. What'd you think?
You know I'm going to watch every second of my girl, Timeless Toni Storm. Best character work on that damn show besides Prince Nana. Okay? We all know it's the best character work on that damn show. And then she gets in the ring. She can wrestle. She got a match out of Red Velvet. Yeah, you damn right. Turn that shit black and white. She got a match out of Red Velvet. Her crack ass. Yeah, Deonna Purrazzo's out there. She's doing her thing. We all know Deonna Purrazzo is great. She's great. She can do her thing as well. This is going to be some good shit when they finally link up. And then, yeah, Luther. Luther doing what Luther does. So Luther is probably touched the body of Timeless Tony more than Juice has in the last 6 weeks. Okay? I don't know what Juice doing. But Luther, she's sitting on Luther's neck, putting that pussy on the back of his neck. You know what I'm saying? He picking her up, putting her down, carrying her, sniffing her titties. Whatever Luther's doing. He out here, he doing the Lord's work. I ain't got no problem with that.
Easy payday for old Luther.
Oh, yeah.
What did you check out the Blackpool versus CMLL, or did you manage to pick up a good book or two?
See that shit? See that shit?
Yes, yes.
There we go.
Enough said. The Undisputed Kingdom attacked Chuck E. T. No one cares. Tony Skeet's big announcement was big business. No one cares. The lowest point of the entire week of wrestling was Jericho versus Takeshita.
In which Dave Meltzer gave that shit 4.5.
That was one of the biggest waste of time. This was Mangria 316. This was Time Killer Jones Supreme. I can't believe I even wrote notes for this. This is what I said.
You watched this shit?
Palace slaps Takeshita. Sammy Guevara attacks Hobbs. I'm losing interest. Jericho might have benefited the most from the Vinnie Mac lawsuit. It shifted focus. Jeez, this match is not good. Clunky Jericho versus Bocce-san. Callis stabs Jericho with the screwdriver. Takeshita gets Jericho. Anyway, main event was a tornado tag. Oh shit. I'm not even gonna say anything. You know what? I took a lot of notes, but I don't think any of these notes.
No. Say your notes.
Do you want me to say my notes?
Go.
Okay. There is a main event, ladies and gentlemen. It was a tornado tag for the AEW Tag Team Championships. It was Absolute, Ricky Starks, and Big Billy versus the undefeated Darby and Sting. What month is it? Never mind. I'll let Caesar cover that. Sting's family's in attendance. Sting sets his sights on the not white Ricky Starks immediately. Sting jumping off balconies and shit. Big Billy made sure to wear his gayest shoes possible to disrespect Sting. Mint green Timbs. Billy and Darby go through table on the outside. Ricky actually shows hesitation towards attacking Sting, but does it anyway. But ladies and gentlemen, we start Black History Month with Sting pinning Ricky Starks to become AEW Tag Team Champions. Celebration begins, confetti flying, Sting's sons get in the ring. But all of a sudden, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson attack dressed in white, with white bats, by the way. Sting's kryptonite. No, wait. That gives him more power, doesn't it? Anyway, attack Sting's sons, Bloody Darby, hit the EVP trigger. They beat the fuck out of Sting. Tony says this is bullshit on commentary. There's a fine, Daniel Bryan. That's all my notes. Sticks, do you want to talk about anything, or do you want to give the floor to Caesar?
I'm just gonna say this, and then Caesar can go. Ricky fucking Starks hit a Scorpion Death Drop on Sting, and that motherfucker only got like a 1.5. And fucking Sting hits it on fucking Ricky, and they become tag team champions. That's all I gotta say. Caesar, do your thing, man.
I'm just gonna put myself on mute. Hold on a second, Caesar.
I seriously don't care about bullshit. But here we go. This shit brand company for the last 4 years has had hold on. Because I want to be accurate, in case you fucks, which I know you don't care because there's only 100 of you watch this bullshit, but in case it ever gets famous and they look up the annals of history, how old is Sting the wrestler? All I type is how old is. So obviously, I Googled this probably on Wednesday. So from 60 years old to 64, because I believe this shit brand is 4 years old. You've had this old ass man who can cash in on his AARP beat black wrestlers during Black History Month for the last 4 years in a row. This nigga has beat Will Hobbs, probably the super nigga of AEW, the Acclaimed by himself. I remember that short. It's on Sangria's Field YouTube page. I don't know who he beat last year. I'd have to go back in the annals of this shit and look it up.
Private Party.
Private Party.
Big
Yes.
Shotty. Big Shotty.
Private Party. Big Shotty. And now Ricky Starks. He has beaten Black ass during Black History Month for the past 4 years. A 60 to 64-year-old white man has beaten Black ass during Black History Month. And then, so the shit I've been saying is that he's been undefeated every time he gets in a tag team match with Darby Allin. And it took him 4 years to get a tag team championship match. Of course, gotta have a nigga hold the tag team champions for him to get it. Now, when you got FTR who held him for so long, Kenny and Hangman who held him for so long, the Young Bucks who have held him multiple times and so long, whatever. He couldn't have won it then with all them white on white championships. No, you have to wait until you have a mixed couple of champions. And fucking damn, it's Big Bill's first championship in wrestling. At that, he has to lose it to you having a 64-year-old man hit a finisher on a hold on. I gotta go back to my notes. How old is Ricky Starks? I'm gonna Google it. How old is Ricky Starks? 33 years. Here could just hit the diagonal sign like a fraction and put 2. A 64-year-old man who instantly got in the ring, like Sangria said, and fought a black man. And I know you crackers is going to be like, oh, Ricky Starks light skin, so he half white. So I should have made him stronger in that case. He's fighting Sting. Should have. I digress. I think he jumped off a fucking balcony again with his old ass, put through multiple tables. You got Darby, a 5'5" angry cracker, fighting 7'2" Big Bill for like 30 minutes of your bullshit show, and you have a 64-year-old man and the lights get it. Damn, he pinned Private Party. No, Private Party. No, they full niggas. They did beat the Acclaimed, and that was 2 years ago. Damn, every 2 years he has to beat a half and half in the ring. I mean, he beat a real nigga, real Hobbs, 100% black, and then he beat a fucking Acclaimed half and half Drake niggas, light skinned niggas, and then shot it. God damn, I just don't understand this. I don't understand it. Even still, if this is some it's his last ride. Sting's out of here. Oh, that's right. He's undefeated. He's gonna win the tag team championships. Hitting a nigga in the middle of the ring who hit him with his own move. He kicked out in one. Beating his chest like a retarded Donkey Kong. And Donkey Kong's a nigga because he's a gorilla, according to you white folk. Okay? And then he's trying to kidnap a white woman every fucking movie. He ain't trying to get no sister. He's trying to kidnap a blonde white woman and just go beat some cheeks. But hey, you white folk want to shoot him down, and then you got this cracker wearing all black and white face beating on niggas. Didn't even have to get his bat out. And the nigga blood and all that bullshit. He finally gonna win the titles. Hitting black ass in the ring. Oh shit, I think isn't President's Day coming up? Isn't President another white holiday coming up? You know what I'm saying? A couple weeks from I Had a Dream holiday. Y'all put that shit in January. Y'all can't put a nigga holiday in the nigga month. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But no, you got this cracker ass, old ass cracker. This nigga from the 001. He was there 2 days after God turned on the lights. He was like, damn, that's bright player. Can I get some shades? And shit, his old decrepit ass. Beating niggas. 4 years in a row. Tony, I see you behind me. You sand nigga. Fuck you. Okay? Fuck you and your sand nigga having ass. Fuck you and your sand nigga daddy. That's why your damn team ain't shit. That's why y'all ain't winning shit. You ain't doing shit. That's why you gotta wrestle and put niggas in the stadium for a stadium stampede in order for anybody to care about your bullshit. Okay? Okay, you saying nigga having ass. I hope you kin to Osama and Trump shoots your ass next year when he's president. I said it. Because you know he gonna do it. Ain't nobody voting for Biden's old ass. Come on now. Let's be real. That old nigga gonna be sniffing bitches till he's 96. And Trump gonna get his racist ass. He gonna beat the case harder than Sting beats Black ass in February. Okay? No, don't nobody care. Okay? Politics in America is a joke. It's a fucking meme you're gonna see on Instagram. And we got Sting and his undefeated black ass. Undefeated white ass, sorry. I've been drinking. Undefeated but beating black ass in the ring just to get jumped by the two whitest crackers in America. Whitest. You gotta put extra emphasis on the H. White. The whitest in America. They should have been wearing KKK robes. How white they are with them white ass suits trying to beat Stang. Yeah. This nigga committed criminal acts on live television. He kidnapped that man. Well, it's that to me. I don't know where I am on Sangria screen whenever you see this, but Sangria is to my left. On Sangria screen, I'm down below, so I'll point up. Don't fucking matter. Look at this shit. Nigga look like the Joker. Okay? Nigga look like the Joker. I got a nigga. We got one. Mr. Trayon. Fuck out of here. You got this nigga as your tag team champ? At 64. He's 64 looking like a pedo with a 12-year-old kid. Because he got one. He got one in the back. This is your brand, Tony? This is your brand? And Dave Meltzer, you swallowing this shit? You blazing ass fuck boy. This is good TV. Sting got a ring. And then all the fans in there cheering because this old ass fucker got a title and he crying about it. Nigga, you should have been retired. Nah, but you gonna keep wrestling because old ass Ric Flair, he's 84 trying to die in the ring. Trying to die in the ring. This nigga got an energy drink? Rick don't even drink that shit because he know he gonna die if he opened the can and smell it. Man, you can't drink energy drinks. Nigga, you drink 85 beers, 6 martinis, and fuck a new white woman every week to have kids. Be like Robert De Niro having some 3-month-old kid and you 84. Rick know he smell that energy drink, it's death. He know he just gonna jump in the grave next week, 6 feet. He probably got one picked out. And you gonna have this old fuck. I hope he die in the ring like, oh, I said it. That's how you end ATW. See the E?
Caesar, we did he got jumped. Like when the show was going off the air, he got jumped at least.
Yeah, by 2 white crackers we don't care about. So obviously this is how it's going to go up. His last match in AEW, and then those 2 crackers who jumped him are going to fight. So they're literally going to have those 2 bitches. This cracker's been in this shit brand for He ain't been there the whole 4 years, but I feel like he's been whooping black ass in February for 4 years. I think he's only been there 3 years. He's gonna fight these two crackers who the EVPs get to do whatever they want. They're gonna beat him and win those tag team championships again. And then he'll finally retire, but he'll be like 20-1. They can't let him retire with the tag team championships. I mean, what are they going to do? Darby's going to go climb Everest and die, and then Sting's old ass will just like live for more 3 years and die. So what, they just going to have a tournament the next tag team championships? That don't make any fucking sense. He's going to lose them to the Young Cucks and their KKK wearing white suit having ass, but then Sting's not going to want to do it. He's like, that's why y'all wearing these white suits, and I respect y'all from that. And y'all got the white bats, so you can see the nigga blood y'all gonna spill for the next 18 years while y'all here.
White
I respect it.
White back sounds like a new racial slur that Caesar just made up.
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, well, the shit. You might as well call the Young Bucks the white bats, because that's what they doing. And fuck Sting and fuck AEW. Why give these niggas the title? They was gonna fight them either way. Why give these niggas the title? It's now the title's got to be on the line. Why give these niggas the title? Why give Darby and Sting the titles?
Because when he dies, they're gonna do a video package and be like, Sting was one of the greatest AEW tag team champions we've ever had.
Nigga gonna hold the title for like 12 days. I don't even know when this shit ass pay-per-view is. This shit. See, I was excited. Just to watch the main event. And I might just do that. I might just watch the main event. I don't even give a fuck. If y'all want to watch the whole pay-per-view, watch that shit. I might just watch the main event. Because I don't really give a fuck about anything else in this fucking pay-per-view. Because that shit gets chopped up online by pieces. I'm going to just hit part 4 and watch whatever the fuck that is. I don't give a fuck. You better put Sting on it if you want me to comment on it. That nigga is in the part 1, 2, or 3. I ain't watching that shit. I'm just watching this pay-per-view for my man Samoa Joe, my man Prince Nana, my man Swerve, and the drunk Hangman. Rest of this bullshit ass show can go to hell. I didn't watch.
You're not gonna watch Timeless?
I watched that bitch on Twitter. All right, I respect her. You know what, Tony? I'm sorry, Tony. I can't do it. They didn't give this nigga the title, Tony. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't risk where they're gonna put you in the show. They might put you too early and then be on some bullshit, or they might put you after match of these dumbass fans consider good and the energy sucked out of the room, and then they won't cheer for you. And I don't want to disrespect you like that, Tony, because I know you deserve the world, because you're the second best thing on this shit brand, besides my man Samoa Joe, Drunkard, and Prince Nana and Swerve. And I just can't get down with that. You got this old, decrepit 64-year-old nigga in your record books in year 4, holding the tag team titles with some cracker he ain't never lost with, because that's how you book your dumbass show, because you own cocaine. Because you own cocaine. See, this is what's wrong with cocaine nowadays. All that fentanyl shit y'all putting in it, this is what's wrong with cocaine nowadays. This is why Lawrence Taylor used to smoke crack in the locker room back when he played for the Giants in the 80s. He didn't want cocaine because white people put too much white shit in there and make him do white people things. See, that's why this sand nigga's fucking up. You start putting some sand in that cocaine, get back to your roots, okay? You putting that fentanyl shit in there and you doing dumb shit like this, having that old ass decrepit nigga with 1 foot in the grave. You got some vampire ass nigga with half of your tag team titles with some cracker who said his goal is to climb Mount Everest. What is that, like an 8% success rate? Nigga, you are signing a death warrant. You might as well just wrestle. You got a better chance of not, but the way you wrestle, I mean, you might end up paralyzed any day now, getting your dumb ass thrown down some steps or doing that coffin drop on some toys on a table or some fuckery, but you want to climb Mount Everest and you think this is your way out. That nigga gonna climb Mount Everest, he gonna die. We never gonna see Darby Allin again. They're about to lose a pillar.
Other than that,
Soon as the
Caesar,
pillar,
no thoughts on the
whole
subject.
company's dead. The whole company's dead. Soon as Darby dies.
Well, I knew Caesar would have thoughts on that, but we have another week of wrestling that's coming up on us. I will try to edit this out and get it out as soon as possible because NXT is tomorrow, Tuesday. So until then, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, Sheriff. Just thank you in general. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, we do what we do best. And we give that big ups to Stallion Pete.